आमिर के साथ प्रॉब्लम यह है कि एक बार वो उसको रफ अच्छा लग गया है, उधर की उधर ही विल जस्ट से माइनर चेंजेस ऊपर नीचे, लग गया तो लग गया. So this good for nothing that you're hearing is still my original rough take which I had sung during composition. Every kid का father कभी ना कभी तो बोलेगा अरे यार good for nothing with lyrics like good for nothing. It's got an underlying message. It's a question of how you break the meter, undo what you've been listening to for many years.
But the people who told me I was good for nothing were the same people who encouraged me to study music.
There's music all around you always at every point.
This guy, he plays the piano. I'll tell you more than like 60-70% of the times, I have to capture what he has done because he doesn't realize what he's playing. If Aamir is there, you don't feel that a big mega star is there with you. He's just so grounded, normal, very down to earth.
We have been waiting for this magical combination. Thank you for giving us time. I don't know, it's been years before I actually got this opportunity. So, very much thank you to Aamir Khan Productions and Shankar Ehsaan Loy for coming together for magic. Thank you.
Thank you, Archu, for the 1700th interview with us. Thank you very much. Thank you.
क्या है ना शंकर, आप और हम बहुत मिलते हैं घर पे, बट लॉय और एहसान से तो मेरी मुलाकात कभी कब से नहीं हुई है.
करेक्ट.
तो मैं सबसे पहले शुरुआत करना चाहती हूँ विद द स्पेशलिटी ऑफ एन आमिर, क्योंकि मुझे ऐसे लगता है कि जब जीनियसेस मीट वो अलग किस्म का एक मैजिक वहाँ से निकल के आता है. सो बिफोर आई कम टू ईच ऑफ यू एंड लॉट्स टू आस्क ऑल ऑफ यू, हाउ मच हैव यू मिस्ड आमिर खान? बिकॉज वी वॉच हिज वंडर्स एंड मैं देखती हूँ आप जब भी वो कुछ भी करते हैं आप पूरी परिवार पहुँच जाते हो. यू ऑल गो एंड सपोर्ट एंड लव हिम. And it seems like it's a very intimate relationship. I'll start with you. You want to tell us क्या है आमिर का magic?
Well, first of all, the wonderful guy that he is. That is definitely, it starts there. And how eager and enthusiastic he is to work and create stuff. And like with the years of experience that he's had, starting from when he was a child, in the family that he's grown up with. And so, any input from him would be very positive.
Yeah.
Because he's such a, with so much experience. So, whether it was him as an actor in Dil Chahta Hai, where, even every time we'd meet and he'd talk about the music or something, Ehsaan, that snare drum pattern is very good in Dil Chahta Hai, the travel song. In fact, he did interviews where he was talking about the snare drum pattern. So that was, he's that kind of guy. He's got that. When we did Sitaare Zameen Par, his enthusiasm, when we were doing the background score for his film, things which he made us do which we wouldn't normally do. He first of all didn't let us program anything. No, yaar, live baja de na, yaar, live baja de. And I'm panicking, because I want to do the thing, click ke saath. Say, nahi yaar, live karte hai. Tu le le, dekhte hai. Let's take. And then we did it, and that's what you hear on the film. It's all live.
So the beauty of Aamir Khan is that stardom is not got to him. Yeah. In a room full of people, if Aamir is there, you don't feel that a big mega star is there with you. He's just so grounded, normal, just very down to earth, very humble, and
he's got a
easy
energy,
going.
which is very
rare also to keep alive for so many years. Loy, aapke liye?
You've got all the bullet points. Next question.
Any memory with Aamir that you'd like to tell us from back in the day?
I think I like the real childish quality about him. I home into that. Very inquisitive and very open.
The Ishan's theme.
Remember writing that in Panchgini.
Also, the piano theme. He wrote that.
We were composing, and I think we said we need to put a harmonica on this, but I didn't carry my harps with me. But we sent somebody out to the market in Panchgini. He bought this very cheap Chinese, kind of literally took off part of my lip. But kind of.
And then he wanted to learn the theme. Remember?
Yeah, he wanted to learn the theme.
On the piano, then he sat and he learned the theme to play it himself. Yeah.
जब आमिर आपको स्क्रिप्ट सुनाते हैं, तब आपके as a composer धुन आने लगते हैं. Do you start hearing sounds because you knew the framework?
Yeah, yes and no. Sometimes, strange things just start playing and you have to just let it flow. You should just let it be. You should just be. Not try to, sit there and compose something. It just comes very casually. Even if you see the song Good for Nothing, it just flows, How it starts off and where it goes,
क्योंकि पापा कहते हैं जब मैंने सुना, I was like, when something is already so set in our memories and you have to reset it,
Yeah.
that in itself.
We've done it many times, like for even Jhoom Barabar Jhoom, the earlier Jhoom Barabar Jhoom. which-
Kabhi Alvida.
Yeah, Kabhi Alvida Na Kehna. Oh yeah, actually Kabhi Alvida Na Kehna. So it's a question of how you break the meter, how you undo what you've been listening to for many, many, many years.
What I want also hear is कि he doesn't want this to be a very melancholic film. क्योंकि वो चाहते हैं
It is
कि
not.
It's not a
Oh my
melancholic
God,
film.
it's a
It's
full
just-
entertaining. You see the trailers and everything. It's a crazy film. It's
It's
fantastic.
empowering, it's energetic,
Yeah.
it's funny. It's
But by the end of it, you
emotional.
learn a lot. Yeah.
as what he does best.
Yeah.
Yeah. तो आपके लिए अगर एक लर्निंग कर्व था कि इसके म्यूजिक में ये नहीं करना है या ये करना है.
इसके म्यूजिक में हम लोगों को we don't want to make it very गंभीर.
हाँ.
We didn't want to make it very orchestral and big and like for example a Laksh ka sound or Milkha. That's serious. This is fun. So but fun with an underlying message. Even a song with lyrics like "Good for Nothing," it's got an underlying message, which is like you read in between the lines and you apply it to your own life. Because every kid का father कभी ना कभी तो बोलेगा अरे यार good for nothing, do something, so that's how it is. Yeah.
शंकर, it's so interesting you say that क्योंकि आपके लाइफ में ऐसा कोई मोमेंट था क्या?
कि मेरे को good for nothing बोला, मेरे को बहुत बार बोला गया, but मैं मेरे बच्चों को बोलने का चांस ही नहीं मिला, because my kids they are
brilliant.
Yeah, so वो करने ही नहीं देते वो.
But your father used to say that to you?
नहीं, it's in fun. My father was, if you feel that I am a chilled out guy, he was 10 times more chilled out than me.
No way.
Yeah.
Okay, I have to say this on camera. मुझे शिवम में और सिद्धार्थ में, actually शिवम ने ज़्यादा, मेरे पिताजी का भी गुस्सा होते ही नहीं है. And I'm like, what? That's really amazing, Shankar, because the kind of आपके schedules हों, आप कितना travel कर रहे हो, there's just so much happening. You can feel muddled or a little bit anxious or
I don't let things get to me. I just be. Yeah.
That's not an easy state to be in.
Yeah.
And what would you say to parents जो ऐसे करते हैं बच्चों के साथ?
क्या करते हैं?
जब वो बोलते हैं कि good for nothing है या when they don't see that magic in their children. Because I see you see it all the time.
Yeah, I mean, I think you should make it easy for your children.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to, preach to your children, you should.
Yeah.
But there are
Ways.
different ways of doing the same thing and achieving the same result.
Nice.
And secondly, don't live your dreams through your children. आपने कुछ किया नहीं जिंदगी में तो अपने बच्चों पर ठोस के तू कर वो मत करना. For example, I never ever told my children that you have to become musicians. I never told them. I just let them be. Whatever you want, you just do. If you are interested in sports, they are fanatics. Sports fanatics. They listen to all kinds of stuff. But it so happened that they became musicians. But I never forced them. Yeah.
माहौल इतना सुंदर है. लॉय, आपके साथ कभी हुआ good for nothing moment?
A couple of times.
Were you naughty?
I was very inquisitive as a kid.
Ah.
It's like I would love to open things up and figure out how does it work. And, I've done some mad things when I was a kid.
Shankar, is he the naughtiest amongst the three of you?
Yeah, he can be really naughty. Yeah.
ऐसा आपके साथ हुआ था कभी?
Well, actually, my father couldn't tell me because he died when I was 5 years old. But the people who told me I was good for nothing were the same people who encouraged me to study music. So then that good for nothing was just a thing that happened along the way.
But it is so interesting that every Aamir film teaches you something, but you all are part of most of those processes. क्या आपने उनके कोई एक फिल्म देख के ऐसे लगा कि boss, this has changed my life? Like
Dangal.
Oh my God.
What a film. Unbelievable.
What did it teach you, Shankar? For
Everything. It just changes your whole
perspective.
Perspective and perception about life, and so much more can be achieved with hard work, with focus, with dedication, which we tend to take things very easily because we are here in the city where the action is happening, So much it teaches.
We take for granted, Lloyd?
I haven't watched it, so I can't comment.
No, any movie of his? Any? Do you remember Lagan?
Yes, I remember seeing it. No, I love the film. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. For you?
Actually, a film of his which I saw quite a few times was Jo Jeeta Wahi Sikhata.
Oh.
I thought that was a very sweet film, and it was his acting was damn good in that.
Yeah.
And just the ensemble with him, Kulbhushan ji, and all, it was fabulous.
How about jamming? पहले जब आपने शुरुआत की हुई थी आपकी जर्नी की, वो jam sessions आपको याद है before you all actually started Bollywood itself?
You remember those
Yes,
sessions?
of course I do.
The radio
But we
sessions,
jam
yeah,
even
yeah.
now.
That's
Whenever
what I
we
wanna know.
compose,
Exactly how
the
it
only
works.
way music can be, composed is by jamming.
Okay, so I want a moment from SEL. Does this happen when you walk in and you say, hey, I just feel like singing, or you feel like I just want to play something to you, or does that happen between the three
Of course, I mean, it
Yeah?
just, a guitarist can never stay quiet with the instrument, and so they're constantly doodling, constantly. कभी-कभी चुप कराना पड़ता है.
अभी इस moment में
Because अब कोई vocal take चल रहा है,
हाँ.
हमारा, some singer has come, some big singer has come, वो कर रहा है, I'm conducting the vocal take, these two will be playing some other form of music in some other key happening over there. I'll be like, hey guys, just shut up यार, I'm doing a vocal take. See क्या 30 साल में इतना तो हक बनता है ना.
अभी आप suppose अभी बारिश होने वाली है, आप क्या
And
feel कर रहे हो?
maximum they'll be talking when a vocal take is happening. Discussing some plugin, something, ये वो reverb, ये वो delay, EQ, VQ. I said, तुम लोग को why do you all always talk when a vocal take is happening? और बेचारा वो परेशान उधर माइक के पीछे.
Oh God, ऐसा नहीं.
And I'll just say nowadays they've got used, guys. Oh sorry.
Once Loy and I were chatting.
So why are
When Adi and Shad were listening to the songs of Kill Dil, and we were chatting about something at the back about his computer and something like that.
Constant talking.
So I could see Adi looking at us and laughing, So then I found out after that he and Shad were talking about Loy and me. Shad is telling him, if you think they're talking about anything about this movie, anything about this song, anything about anything going on in this building, you're sadly mistaken. Because I was seeing Adi sitting there cracking up. I said, why is he cracking up when he's listening to the songs, So that is the way.
एक magical moment सितारे ज़मीन पर का बताइए जब आपने कुछ create किया and all three of you felt like you were in sync and felt so happy.
Well, actually, mostly
Happens,
all the
हाँ.
songs, all the songs. I think we were just completely in sync the way the ideas were coming out.
But
It
कभी
just
एक moment होता है ना that you just that moment is just
क्या है, 30 साल से so many moments are there. It just keeps, it's just a natural process now.
Yeah.
Those lines of, what do you call it, division, that you do this, you are a champion at this, or you do this, oh, you're a singer, so you do this. That's all gone now. So anybody can do anything, and it just comes. We start. This guy, he plays the piano. I'll tell you, more than like 60-70% of the times, I have to capture what he has done because he doesn't realize what he's playing. And then he hears it back and then he cannot reproduce it. But I have it on the computer. So I jump and I hit the capture button because he's played something. So that's how it is,
Wow.
It's a very...
So capture button in Logic, just for the techies, geeks.
Yeah.
Now the new Logic has got a default, but I had kept it in such a way. I never put my system to record because I don't know. For me, it's all over the improvisation. So you hit the key, as C is capture. So anytime I'm sitting and doodling, it's
If I
always
hear a good
running.
patap, I'll come and get it.
He'll just come and hit the key.
Then,
and
see what happens is in music now, it's all improvised in the beginning. You improvise, then you take something out of that, and then when you play it a couple of times, that becomes a part. That becomes a created part.
Correct.
It starts making sense.
It's so tough to go back to school in many ways, to kind of remember those moments and then make it this simple and basic क्योंकि ये धुन ऐसे लगता है कि हम कहीं पे भी हम कर सकते हैं.
Correct.
It's so, and that's your music's magic. I've always said that to you, Shankar. वो जितना layered है, इतने सारे उसमें sounds है, उतना ही वो simple sound
Simple
करता है.
yeah.
Do you feel that Sitaare Zameen Par in many ways is us all going back to school in that sense? Through these kids, vicariously?
Well, I mean, going back to school, you can look at it that way, but it's basically simple and good melodies and catchy melodies.
The child in you
Literally
is always...
the formula, that old world formula of like creating good melodies and not thinking about production, not thinking about the synthesizer, just keep it organic. Lots of acoustic guitars, lots of like hand-played percussion.
It's happy music.
Yeah,
just happy.
It's happy.
You
feel happy. You can't not feel happy after hearing that.
It's tickling my intestine.
So you
Fun.
can't be in the premise of the film with the characters and everything in place. You can't be a smart cookie out there. It's not going to work.
Yeah, and
It's so you have to be pure, It's
and these kids, they are very pure, सबका अपना अपना normal बोलते हैं ना. They've got their own world. They've got their own normal. It's simple. It's happy. So that's how the music is. It's not about, you know, some heavy duty bass patch and, you know, some dubstep rhythm happening. Nothing
Yeah.
like that. It's just simple.
When Aamir talks to you about the music or hears it, or like how was that interaction? क्योंकि वो कुछ तो वो बोलते होंगे, फिर कुछ आपका रिएक्शन आता होगा.
हाँ, वो क्या हो जाता है कि आमिर के साथ प्रॉब्लम यह है कि एक बार वो उसको रफ अच्छा लग गया है, एंड ही इज अ वेरी इम्पल्सिव artist, you know, he listens to something, it appeals to him, उधर की उधर he will just say minor changes ऊपर नीचे, लग गया तो लग गया. Then you try to उसको थोड़ा भी अगर आप खिचड़ी को ओवर कुक करने जाओ या उसको इवन सुधारने जाओ या उसको आप थोड़ा और क्लीन वीन करने जाओ तो he'll not have the same effect as the earlier one, original one. So this good for nothing that you're hearing is still my original rough take which I had sung during composition.
Wow.
Yeah.
But that's
After that, of course, I did try many takes after that and all, but it just did not have that emotion. So you know, we just let it be.
It's exactly what he told Ehsaan. Just do it live. I'd like it like that. Any other track that you feel has a different twang from what has come out of Shankar Ehsaan Loy before? मतलब थोड़ा अलग आपको लगा?
अभी like good for nothing जैसा तो हमने कोई गाना
Very
बनाया नहीं
different.
अभी तक.
Very different. Very different.
Actually, even the
Mangalam, no,
the Hippie Hooray
Hippie
song,
Hooray is a-
that song you can play at a party, you can play at a sports game, you can listen to it at the beach, you can imagine that you're in Brazil dancing at the carnival. You know, you can be in Goa.
I
It's
remember.
got a-
I feel something like that you all had done was slow motion Angreza. I felt it was
Yeah.
like it was lots
It's
of
because of the country western guitar.
exactly. Yeah.
It's a genre of music called country western.
Ji. Oh, country.
So what do you call it? Technically,
Like bluegrass and
country
it's like
western
a-
bluegrass. Yeah.
2/4.
So if you go to Nashville and all that, or Nashville, na?
Yeah,
Or-
all over actually. New
Yeah.
Orleans, Nashville, all that. I mean,
Which is that country western, the capital where that.
Nashville.
हाँ. So you go there, all the songs are with this jig jing jig jing jig jing jig jing jig. वही है, you know. So that's the genre of music. we
Not
use.
all.
Not all, but almost all.
SEL के SEOL and the O in that is the gamut, the universe of music that they put. It's a soul. I want to ask you all, the beauty of your music is because all three of you come from a very happy space. We've discussed this before, Shankar. बहुत कम लोग होते हैं जो अपनी इतनी लेजेंडरी जिंदगी को इतना सरल दिखा सकते हैं, एंड दैट्स देम. शंकर, I'll start with you. आप जब भी किसी को म्यूजिकल देखते हो, चाहे वो आपको you know there's somebody who's carting you at the airport or somebody wherever, you give them that support, that love. ये एक interaction I feel बहुत कम होते जा रहा है because we're all very busy with phones these days. आप वो human interaction manage कैसे करते हो? And you know, it's so beautiful how you put them on your posts, stories. I love it.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, matlab, I think other than just, I mean, if you're talking about social media, why go on posting about yourself? There are other people also. Just give them an opportunity. Where will that guy over there will get a, like for example, there's this driver in Dehradun. He came to pick me up, and we were driving and suddenly, sir, then he was saying, sir, मुझे भी गाना पसंद है. Many people say that. मैं तो सुन रहा था, हाँ बाबा, अच्छा है, आप सीखो. Then he started singing, सजन बिन आए ना. I got, wow, एक मिनट बेटा, तू गाड़ी रुका, मैं सामने आ जाता हूँ. Then I came, sat next to him, and I said, he should get let a few 100,000 people just hear him.
Yeah.
उसके आगे, you know, whatever happens will happen. But if I have got some space where I can, you know, connect people with a person who's got really raw, and then he sang this. He sang the whole bandish. Sir, बहुत मुश्किल है, मैं बहुत मेहनत करता हूँ ये सीखने में, but मैंने सीखा, ये सुनिए आप. And then we sang it together. For him also singing with the Shankar Mahadevan is it's a moment for him. और पता नहीं कब उसको मिलूँ मैं, कब है, but I think I made a slight difference in his life. So I think that is something that gives me a big high.
Wow.
Yeah.
That keeps you happy.
Very, very, very happy.
What keeps your soul happy, Loy?
No, I guess just being.
Are you still opening things in your house?
No.
Are you still dismantling them?
I'm past that now. But I'm very much into like listening to a lot of stuff.
Ah.
And a lot of times just finding the music in nature.
Ah.
You know, the cityscape has got a,
Rhythm to it, है ना?
it's got Just this morning, I was talking to my daughter and telling her, I said, listen, I said, there's a tune for, she was playing me a composition which she had done yesterday. And I was listening to her. I said, yeah, you've got the ingredients. I said, but, there's music all around you always at every point. So I was explaining to her how to extract that, so
So you're saying just being present and
just being present.
seeping it all in. Sir, your smile is reaching from east to west. It's beautiful.
Well, I guess with me, I mean, I've been through hard knocks, in life, but the music is there as a blessing, and it's just ultimate healer. With me, it's just like I could be in the saddest of situations. I could be in a funeral and I'll be smiling and laughing.
Yeah.
Because I mean that's the way it is with me. And my people interaction, I'm very into social media. I'm very heavily into Instagram and stuff like that. But a lot of it opened up for me during the lockdown when I started doing this Instagram live every night. And it's crazy because I find all these singers, and I tell them that, you're singing, half the covers have to be singing with us. I'd have to listen to Bitwa at least 10 times a night, And I tell them, why don't you do something original? Weirdly, 70% of them have their own albums out now, and they're like performing as like indie artists, which is really, something which is great. I'm very, very happy for them. And that's my interaction is like that, I'm involved with education for schools and kids and stuff like that. So there's a lot of that's happening. So it's fun.
Because teaching is such a big part of this storytelling, and then this narrative has happened before for us. Teachers hold a very strong place in our life. Shankar, you run an academy. Just quickly a word for all the teachers who are watching this, and generally a responsibility of a teacher towards a student.
I have a what do you call that when you have a short form? What do you call it?
Synonym, like a acronym.
Acronym for my academy. NTNA. No teacher, no academy. So I owe it to all my teachers. I've got over 100 teachers in my academy, and they're teaching 24/7. So if the teachers wouldn't be there, I don't have an academy, and I have an academy in 92 countries now.
Wow.
So it's all because of the teachers. So, and whatever you learn, I mean, it's only because of teachers.
I haven't been able to do something special, but I want everyone who's present here to put our hands together for a Grammy winner, if you have me. Please, I have not had the chance to celebrate Shankar, but he makes us look good at so many levels in the world. And of course, Shankar Ehsaan Loy's magic is something we all are growing up to, and in the future, into the future, we will grow with. Thank you for always giving
Thank you very much. Thank
so
you.
much rich content, but beyond that, such beautiful souls. Thank you, Shankar. Thank you, Loy. Thank you, Ehsaan.
Thank you. Wonderful, as usual.
Radio City, rag rag mein daude city.